Hello, this is a Purge valve replacement for a Ford Focus 2012 through 2018. This is your Purge valve that you will be replacing. To make installation a little easier, you can take this rubber boot off of this bracket and put this on the existing bracket that's on the vehicle. All right, in order to remove this Purge valve, we're gonna have to remove the air intake. So to do that, we're going to first loosen this so that we can remove the hose off of the throttle body. That should be good. Next, we're going to take off this flap. That's good to go. Now we're going to take off these two breather tubes. This one you just push down the blue button and that should pull right off. Good. And this one has a little lock that you would push in and pull that right off. There, that's what that looks like. Right after that, we're gonna take the mass air sensor connector off, and in order to do that, you're gonna lift up that little red flap, just like that. We're gonna press in and lift the whole thing up, just like that. We can pull the hose off of the throttle body. There we go. And now we're going to lift this up on this side. And we should be able to grab it here and pull this on out. Great. Beautiful. All right, now we can get a better view of our purge valve here. What we're looking for is that green piece here, which follows through here. This is also the purge valve. Through here, all the way back to the back, to the other green end. This is actually connected to the evap line. Now that that's unlocked, let's pay attention to how this is routed. It's underneath these two hoses here, and it's over this one right here. We're gonna disconnect the purge valve right here. That's our next step. And then we can also see how it's routed towards the back, which is just on top and next to that tube there. In order to disconnect this purge valve, there's a little flap here. You just pull it forward, and then this should be able to come right off. Perfect. And there's a plastic boot that's right here. We're gonna disconnect that from this. And you can do that just by pushing it forward. I'm actually gonna see if I can use my screwdriver to pry that off a little bit easier. There we go. And the last step of removing this is to remove and unlock this from the evap line. So we're removing the lock first. All right, that lock is off. And now we're gonna push down on this button here to try to release this. There we go. It should lift right up with a little effort. All right, now that everything is disconnected, we'll go ahead and pull this old purge valve out. Just one more time, once again, notice how it's routed. It's underneath these two tubes, and it goes back in there. So let's go ahead and pull this out. And this is our old purge valve. With our new purge valve, the long neck side will go towards the back and the shorter bent side will go towards the front. And let's go ahead and get that in position. lever there. Then we're going to come back here and connect this to the other end. Now that we have our boot back on, we're going to connect the purge valve back right here. Make sure there's no debris. That looks pretty good. No corrosion. Snap that back in. All right, now it's time to get this air box back in. Make sure this flap is up when you're putting it back. Here we go. Okay. Get that bottom flap on first. That lines that up perfectly. Then you can put the top flap back on. Great. Now we need to connect our two breather tubes back. You hear the click there. The second breathing tube is here. And then our mass air sensor connector as well. And make sure to lock that back in place. Perfect. And then last thing we need to do, let's first make sure this is secure. And it is to tighten this back up. Once we line that back up on there. Great. And there you have it. You have just replaced your P1450 purge valve for a Ford Focus 2012 through 2018. Just clear your codes, get to driving, and you're good to go.